Everybody thinks of waterfalls of just having, kind of a cascading stair step. It's like, well, I got a hill, so the water's going to run downhill, so we'll just dig out a ditch in the hill, put some rubber down and put rocks down it, and the water will just run down it. If you go out into nature and do some exploring, you won't see water running down a consistent slope, usually, unless it's just rock. You have water running across a large rock that hasn't eroded out. One of the keys to a natural looking water feature is getting your water to pool, which not only gives you a more natural looking water feature instead of this staircase effect, but it will also give you deeper tones of sound, which is more calming than just this rushing cascade of water coming down the rocks. Another thing is using large enough rocks. What you'll see sometimes is what we like to call in the industry the string of pearls look, where you look at a water feature and you have just a string of the same size of rocks coming down both sides of the water feature. Very clearly man-made, something you'll never see in nature. Another big piece to a natural looking water feature is your edge work, and we touched on that a little bit with using different size of boulders and not stacking the rocks, but having a proper edge to where we'll bring mulch right up to the rocks. Other places we'll use some river cobble. What we'll hear sometimes when we show up to a job is we'll dump all these large boulders out, and the homeowner is wondering what in the world's happening because I thought I signed up for a water feature and we're getting all these massive rocks. Don't worry, that's part of the magic. And once it's all said and done, this is what it looks like. Every water feature is different, but the concept is to get those rocks tucked in there to where it looks like a ledge rock. The waterfalls are just cut into that ledge. Another huge piece to a natural looking water feature, probably one of the biggest ones that I see missed, is putting the spillway rock behind what we call frame rocks. So if you look at a water feature, I kind of think of a waterfall now as 3 rocks. You've got rock outcroppings on either side, and then you've got your what we call a spillway rock back in where the water's spilling over. And that's true to nature. You go most anywhere to falls, you don't expect to see a rock jutting out from a cliff with the cliff walls back behind it, a rock jutting out and the water running off the front edge of that. Another thing that we really try to keep in mind and stress is putting a lot of twists and turns in the stream. Not only is it more true to nature, but it also is going to give you more viewing angles, so we can put waterfalls angling this way and then wrap the stream around and you have waterfalls aiming to another living area or a window. So you can get multiple viewing angles. It also gives you a lot of twists and turns to the water current. So there's a lot of benefit to that, but that's another rule or key to follow. Another thing to really keep in mind is when you're going to be enjoying this water feature. And for most of us working through the day, want to come home at night, and especially in the fall, there's just something really calming about being able to come outside onto your patio with a cup of coffee and sit down and enjoy not only the sound of the water, but to be able to see it and to see the reflections of the light dancing off of the trees and things around from the lighting that we can put into that as well. So I hope that helps. Reach out to us for more landscape or water feature tips.